Hello, everyone. Welcome to Say It.
Hey everyone, so happy you are here with us today. I am Mike.
And I am Sarah. So happy you are with us today.
Sarah, how has your week been?
Honestly, a little exhausting. I have been watching a lot of American TV shows to improve my listening.
Oh, that is actually a great way to practice.
It really is, but something kept happening. A character would say something, and I had absolutely no idea what it meant.
Like what?
Like, I gotta go. Over and over, different characters, different shows, I gotta go.
And you did not understand it?
Not at first. I kept thinking, what is gotta? Is it even a word?
I remember that feeling.
And then a friend of mine told me about her cousin. She said, my cousin got a doctor last year. She was so proud.
Got a doctor.
And I thought, that sounds completely fine, but something felt off.
Both of those, I gotta go and she got a doctor, have something very important hiding inside them.
And that is exactly what today is about. Get, got, getting, one of the top 5 most used verbs in the entire English language, and one of the most misunderstood.
By the end of this episode, you will understand what gotta means, why got a doctor is wrong, and how one simple idea unlocks almost every use of this word.
But before we start, please like and subscribe to Say It. Every new like and subscriber motivates us to prepare more episodes for you.
Now let us get into it.
So, get, got, and getting. One word, 3 forms, and more meanings than almost any other verb in English.
How many meanings are we talking about?
A lot. Native speakers use get dozens of different ways every single day.
That is exactly why it feels so overwhelming.
It does, but here is the thing. There is one idea sitting underneath almost every use of get.
Just one?
Just one. And once you have it, get starts to make sense everywhere.
Just one?
Just one. And once you have it, get starts to make sense everywhere.
What is it?
Get is the English verb of change.
The verb of change.
Every time something moves from one state, one place, or one condition to another, get is there. That is the idea behind all of it.
Can you show me?
Yes. Think about this sentence. I got a message.
Okay.
Before, no message. After, message received. A change from not having to having.
And she got tired.
Before, not tired. After, tired. A change from one state to another.
And he got home.
Before, not home. After, home. A change from one place to another.
So every single use of get involves something moving or changing.
Every single one. The word, the situation, the meaning, all different, but the idea underneath, always the same.
That is actually a really useful way to think about it.
And there is one more thing to mention before we go further.
What's that?
The forms. Get is the present. Got is the past. Getting is the continuous.
Simple enough.
Mostly, yes, but there's one small difference between British and American English worth knowing.
The gotten thing?
Exactly. In British English, got is used for everything, past tense and past participle. In American English, you'll sometimes hear gotten. She has gotten a new job. He has gotten better.
So British English says, she has got a new job. American English says, she has gotten a new job.
Both are correct, just different varieties of English. Neither is wrong.
Good to know. And if you're not sure which to use,
Got works everywhere.
got works everywhere. Now let us get into the meanings.
Get is the verb of change. Remember that, and the rest of this episode will make sense.
So let us start with the most fundamental meaning, the one at the very heart of get.
Get equals obtaining something, acquiring something, moving from not having it to having it.
By any means, receiving it, buying it, fetching it, earning it, all of these are get.
Give me an example.
I got a message from my manager this morning.
Received. Before, no message. After, message in your inbox. A change.
She got a new coat for her birthday.
Received as a gift. Same idea.
Can you get me a glass of water?
Fetch. Bring it to me. Still get.
I need to get some milk on the way home.
Buy. From the shop. Still get.
She gets the train to work every day.
Takes transport. Boards it. Still get.
So whether you receive it, buy it, borrow it, fetch it, earn it,
The verb is always get because the transition is always the same. Not having to having.
and what about informal situations like a work email?
Good question. In formal writing, get gets replaced. I received your email. She obtained permission. They acquired the property.
So in a business letter, received, not got.
Always. But in conversation?
Get is completely natural.
Completely. Avoiding get in conversation actually sounds stiff, unnatural, like reading from a textbook.
I got your email sounds like a person. I received your email sounds like a letter.
Exactly. Know which one you need and use it.
Get equals obtain, receive, buy, fetch, earn, any way of moving from not having to having.
The most fundamental meaning, and the change is always there. Now, the use of get that I think surprises people the most.
Which one?
Get meaning become.
Get meaning become?
Yes. And this is where we go back to the beginning of the episode.
My friend's cousin. She got a doctor.
Exactly. Let us apply the change idea. Getting a doctor, what is the transition?
Not having a doctor to having a doctor. So she found a doctor for someone?
Exactly right. Got a doctor means she obtained one, called one, found one for someone else.
But the friend wanted to say she became a doctor.
Right, and for that, get does not work with a noun. Get only means become when it is followed by an adjective.
Get plus adjective equals become.
Always. She got angry. She got tired. She got nervous. Adjectives, all of them.
But she got a doctor. Doctor is a noun, so it means something completely different.
Exactly. That one small difference, adjective or noun, changes the entire meaning.
So for becoming a doctor, you have to say she became a doctor.
Always become for nouns, get for adjectives.
And which adjectives can we use with get?
Almost any adjective that describes a change. Think about emotions first.
Get tired, get nervous, get excited, get bored, get angry, get upset.
Get scared, get embarrassed, get confused.
And physical things. Get cold, get hot, get wet, get lost.
Life milestones. Get married, get engaged, get divorced, get pregnant, get ready, get dressed.
Progress. Get better, get worse, get bigger, get cheaper, get harder.
Native speakers use these constantly, much more naturally than become in casual speech.
So instead of I became tired, a native speaker says,
I got tired. Every time.
and instead of the weather became cold,
It got cold. Always.
because these are all changes from one state to another.
Exactly. The change is always there. That is get. Now, two more meanings of get that come up in everyday conversation constantly.
Which ones?
The first one, get meaning understand.
Understand?
Yes, in casual English, do you understand becomes do you get it?
Do you get it?
And I don't understand becomes I don't get it.
I say that all the time, actually.
Most people do. Think about how often you hear it.
He got the joke, but I didn't.
I don't get why they broke up.
Do you get what she was trying to say?
And one of the most personal ones, she really gets me.
Gets me?
Meaning she truly understands who I am, how I think, what I feel. A deeper kind of understanding.
And still a change, moving from not understanding someone to truly understanding them.
Always the change. Now, get also means arrive in casual speech.
What time do you get home?
We got to the station at 6.
How do I get to the airport from here?
When does she get back?
Moving from one place to another, the transition again.
Every time. Get meaning understand, get meaning arrive. Both transitions, both changes.
I don't get it. How do I get there? Two completely different meanings, one word.
And the same idea underneath both of them.
There is one get structure that confuses almost every learner.
Which one?
Get used to.
What is confusing about it?
Well, in English, there are 3 phrases that all sound very similar. Used to, be used to, get used to.
And they look almost identical, but they mean 3 completely different things.
Can we go through them?
Yes, let us start with used to. Used to describes something you did regularly in the past, but you do not do anymore.
I used to walk to work.
Meaning, I walked to work regularly in the past, but I do not anymore. Something changed.
I used to live in a small town.
Past habit, finished, not now.
Now, be used to.
Be used to means something is already familiar, already normal for you. You have adapted. The process is complete.
I'm used to the noise.
The noise was strange before. Now it feels normal. You have already adapted.
She's used to working late.
It feels normal to her now, no longer a challenge.
And get used to.
Get used to is the transition between those 2 points, the process of adapting, moving from unfamiliar to familiar. Still happening.
I'm getting used to my new job.
Still adapting. Not finished yet, but moving in that direction.
He got used to living alone eventually.
The adaptation process completed in the past. It took time, but he got there.
You'll get used to it, I promise.
One of the most reassuring things you can say to someone going through a change.
So 3 stages. Used to, past habit, finished, getting used to, adapting right now, used to, fully familiar, process complete.
And there's one grammar rule with get used to that is very important.
Which rule?
After get used to, always a noun or an ing verb, never a base verb.
I'm getting used to waking up early, not getting used to wake up early.
I'm getting used to the noise, not getting used to noise makes.
Get used to, then noun or ing. Always.
And notice, get used to is still a change, moving from unfamiliar to familiar, from struggling to coping, from uncomfortable to normal.
The verb of change, every time.
So we have covered get, what it obtains, what it becomes, what it understands, where it arrives, and how it adapts.
Now, getting.
Getting, the continuous form, and this one has a very specific job.
What job?
Describing change that is happening right now, in progress, not finished, not sudden, gradually moving from one state to another.
Can you show me?
It is getting cold.
The temperature is dropping, right now, in progress.
It is getting dark.
Night is arriving, gradually.
It is getting late.
Time is passing, still moving.
I am getting tired.
Not suddenly tired, becoming tired, in this moment.
She is getting better.
Recovering, step by step, not there yet, but moving.
Every single one, a change in progress. Something is moving, something is shifting, not static, not finished.
And this is exactly what the continuous form does. It captures the movement itself, not the start, not the end, the middle, while it is happening.
Exactly. And there's one pattern with getting that is especially natural in English, and learners almost never use it.
Which one?
Getting more and more.
More and more?
Yes, when a change keeps building, keeps intensifying, with no end in sight.
Things are getting more and more expensive.
The traffic is getting worse and worse.
She is getting better and better at English.
It is getting harder and harder to find a good job.
More and more, worse and worse, better and better. The change keeps going.
Native speakers use this constantly, and once you start using it, your English immediately sounds more natural.
And then there's one more getting pattern, a short one, but very useful.
Which one?
Let us get moving. Let us get going. Let us get started.
Get plus ing, meaning start doing something, right now, often with a sense of urgency.
You hear these at the start of every meeting, every morning, every time someone wants things to begin.
From not doing to doing, a change. Getting is always there when something is moving.
Getting cold, getting better, getting more and more difficult. Let us get moving. So that is getting, change in progress. Now got.
Got, the past form. And the first thing to know, got has 2 very different jobs in English.
2 jobs.
Two completely different jobs, and they confuse learners constantly. The first one, have got.
What is confusing about have got?
It looks like a past tense phrase, have got. Got is past tense, so learners think this must be about the past.
But it is not.
Not at all. Have got means have, present possession, right now.
So, I have got a headache means
I have a headache right now, in this moment. Nothing to do with the past.
even though it has got in it.
Even though it has got in it. Have got is simply a very common way of saying have, especially in British English.
So I have got a meeting at 3 means
I have a meeting at 3. Same meaning, same moment in time.
she has got 2 cats and a dog.
She has 2 cats and a dog right now, present.
Have you got a minute?
Do you have a minute right now? Can you talk?
So have got and have completely interchangeable for present possession.
In spoken English, yes. In formal writing, always use have, never have got.
And what about the past? If I want to say I had a car last year,
Last year, I had a car, just had alone.
not last year I had got a car.
Never. That is one of the most common mistakes with this structure. Have got is only present. For the past, had alone, always.
And what about I got a headache right now? Is that correct?
No. Got alone without have is past tense. So I got a headache means it happened in the past, not right now.
For right now, I have got a headache, or simply, I have a headache.
Exactly. The have must be there for present possession.
And have got also works for obligation. I have got to finish this report.
Which means I must finish it. I have to. And in very fast casual speech,
Gotta.
which is coming right up.
Have got equals have, present only. For the past, had alone, and never got alone for present possession.
Got it?
I have got it.
Now, the second job of got, and this one surprises almost everyone.
Which one?
The got passive.
The got passive?
Yes, in informal English, got replaces be in passive voice. And once you see this, you will hear it everywhere.
Show me.
He was fired.
Okay, formal, correct.
Now listen to how a native speaker says it in conversation. He got fired.
He got fired.
Same meaning, more natural, more emotional. Something happened to him. He moved from having a job to not having one.
The change again.
Always. Now listen to these.
They got married in June.
More natural than they were married.
She got promoted last month.
More natural than she was promoted.
Her phone got stolen.
He got hurt in the accident.
I got stuck in traffic.
She got invited to the wedding.
Every single one. Something happened to someone. A change imposed from outside.
And one rule, got passive only works with action verbs, not state verbs.
Like what?
Break is an action verb, so the window got broken works perfectly. But know is a state verb, so nothing gets known does not work. You must say nothing is known.
Action verbs, got works. State verbs, be only.
And the good news, got married, got fired, got hired, got promoted, got lost, got stuck, all action verbs, all the ones you hear every day.
Now, gotta.
The word from the very beginning of the episode.
I gotta go.
Gotta is simply the way got to sounds in fast natural speech. And got to or have got to means must, obligation.
I gotta go means I have to leave right now.
You've gotta try this means you really must try this.
We gotta be there by 8 means we need to be there by 8.
It is not a mistake. It is not bad English. It is simply how native speakers talk in casual conversation.
So whenever you hear gotta, replace it in your head with have to. The meaning is always clear.
Always. And in formal writing, always write have to or must. Never gotta.
We gotta move on.
We gotta move on.
Now, phrasal verbs with get.
Get has more phrasal verbs than almost any other verb in English, but we are going to focus on 3. The 3 you will need in almost every adult conversation.
Which 3?
Get up, get along, get over.
Starting with the most used one of all, get up.
Get up means wake up and rise from bed. Simple, essential, daily.
What time do you get up?
I got up late this morning.
I cannot get up when it is cold outside.
Nobody can.
And get along?
Get along with someone means to have a good relationship with them, to work well together, to feel comfortable around each other.
I get along with all my coworkers.
Do you get along with your neighbors?
We get along really well.
She does not get along with her manager.
This one comes up constantly, at work, in family conversations, everywhere.
Every single day. And the third one? Get over.
Get over?
Get over means to recover from something. An illness, a disappointment, a difficult situation, a heartbreak.
I had a cold last week, but I have got over it.
She is still getting over the breakup.
It takes time to get over something like that.
You will get over it is one of the most comforting things you can say to someone going through something hard.
And all 3 still changes. Get up from lying down to standing. Get along from strangers to people who work together. Get over from struggling to recovering.
The verb of change in every single one.
Get up, get along, get over.
3 phrasal verbs, 3 changes. All you need for most everyday conversations. Now, let us talk about the mistakes, the exact sentences that go wrong most often. 4 of them, and we have actually already solved 2 of them during the episode.
Which 2?
The very first one from the beginning of the episode.
My sister got a doctor last year.
Applied the test. Got a doctor? Get plus noun. What does that mean?
She obtained a doctor, found one for someone, called one.
But she wanted to say she became a doctor.
And for that, become, not get.
My sister became a doctor last year. Always become for professions. Always.
And mistake number 2, also solved earlier.
Last year, I had got a car.
Have got is present only. For the past, had alone.
Last year, I had a car. Just had, nothing else.
Now, mistake number 3.
I got a headache right now.
What is wrong with that?
Got alone without have is past tense, so that sentence means I had a headache at some point in the past, not right now.
For right now, I have got a headache, or I have a headache.
The have must be there for present possession, always.
And mistake number 4. This one catches people even at advanced level.
Which one?
I am getting used to wake up early.
Get used to is always followed by a noun or an ing verb, never a base verb.
So wake up needs to become waking up.
I am getting used to waking up early. Always ing after get used to.
Never getting used to wake, always getting used to waking.
And the 2 questions that help you get it right every time.
Is something changing or moving from one state to another? Yes, get is probably right.
Is this present or past? Check whether have is there.
2 questions. That is all you need.
Now let us hear everything working together in a real conversation.
Roleplay time.
The scenario: Monday morning at the office. Mike just started a new job 2 weeks ago. I ran into him on the way in. We are catching up before the day begins.
Let us go.
Good morning. How are you settling in?
Honestly, still getting used to everything. New faces, new systems, new routines.
That is completely normal. It takes time.
I know, but it is getting better every day. I'm getting more and more comfortable.
How are you getting along with the team?
Really well, actually. Everyone has been incredibly welcoming. I got a message from my manager this morning saying she's happy with my progress so far.
That's great to hear.
I know, I was so nervous at first. I nearly got lost on my first day trying to find the meeting room.
We've all been there.
And have you got a minute later? I need some help with a report.
Of course, though I've got to finish something by 11 first.
No problem. After that works perfectly.
And get up earlier tomorrow if you can. The morning team meeting starts at 8 sharp.
I got up at 7:50 this morning. Nearly didn't make it.
Let's get going then. Big day ahead.
Let us.
Let's pause there.
Did you notice how many times get, got, and getting came up in that conversation?
Let's pick out a few. You said, still getting used to everything.
Get used to. The adaptation process. Still in progress, not finished yet. Moving from unfamiliar to familiar.
And it's getting better every day. Getting more and more comfortable.
Getting plus adjective. Change in progress. Not sudden, gradually shifting.
And how are you getting along with the team?
Get along. Phrasal verb. The relationship. How well we work together.
And I nearly got lost on my first day, trying to find the meeting room.
Got passive. Something happened to me. A change imposed from outside. From knowing where I was to being completely lost.
And I've got to finish something by 11.
Gotta. Have to. Must. Said fast in casual speech.
5 different uses. 5 different forms. And in that whole conversation, did it feel like grammar?
Not at all. It just felt like two colleagues talking on a Monday morning.
Because that's exactly what it is. Once get becomes natural, you stop thinking about it. You just use it.
And every single time, something was changing.
Every single time.
And that is exactly what today was about, getting one word so clear that it never confuses you again.
So, let us lock it all in. Fast.
Get is the English verb of change. Every time something moves from one state, one place, or one condition to another, get is there.
Get plus adjective means become. Get tired. Get married. Get better. Always adjective, never noun.
Get used to means the adaptation process, moving from unfamiliar to familiar, always followed by a noun or ing. Never a base verb.
Getting plus adjective means change in progress right now. It is getting cold. I am getting tired. Things are getting more and more expensive.
Have got means have, present possession only. For the past, had alone. Never had got.
Got in casual speech replaces be in passive voice. Got fired, got married, got promoted, got stuck. Something happened, a change from outside.
And gotta means have to, said fast. I gotta go. I have to go. Natural in casual speech. Have to or must in formal writing.
Now, your challenge.
Think about your own life right now. What is one thing you are getting used to? A new job, a new city, a new routine, a new habit.
Write your answer in the comments using getting used to. Tell us what it is and how it's going.
We read every single one.
And if this episode helped you, please share it with one person who is learning English.
And subscribe to Say It so you never miss a new episode.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. Take care, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.